If you're one of the many Magic players who's excited about the upcoming release of Duskmourn, but you're just not sure if you should be putting down some hard cold cash about some pre-orders that you're not sure if the value is going to be there because we haven't even seen the spoilers yet, but you just don't want to miss out. Well, in today's video, we are going to discuss what happens to sealed product after it releases and do some price comparison shopping to help you guys make the right decision. We know what Wizards of the Coast has done in the past with sealed products flooding the market, and the changes we've gone through with allocation and a tighter print run that makes pre-ordering a little bit more important than it used to be. So where does that leave a player to find the information they need before deciding buying a pre-order of a sealed product? Welcome back, everyone. MTG Moxman here. Thank you again for hanging out with me on my channel for another video. That's right, I put them up every day. And I'm going to skip to the part where I shill for myself and just say, yada yada, if you enjoy it, subscribe to the channel. Now, let's get down to some cool stuff. We know that Duskmourn is an upcoming set that is now starting to gather some attention after the story dropped about what's going on. And some pre-orders are now starting to increase, and I've gotten a few emails and a few stores kind of giving some information, as well as players asking questions. Should I buy now? Is this worth it? What am I heading into? And where's the value going to be? Now, we know since the last time that Wizards of the Coast flooded the market in that 2022, 2021 era, and into 2023, where they just overprinted everything. They crowded the schedule so much that products got missed and tons of stuff was on the shelves that we had Amazon dumps selling products dirt cheap. So the question nowadays is are products going to go dirt cheap? Do things really go out of print? Do things really get, do they run out? Should I buy it or should I just stick to the singles market? Well, the singles market definitely took over after COVID started clearing up because players found the boxes too expensive with all the price increases. Yes, players do dive into and purchase single packs. They definitely hit the singles market, but the overall market for sealed products has pretty much dried up for the majority of the early day collectors who are hoping to get in and flip it for a quick dollar. The only people left are the hardcore collectors, and that's not enough to carry this market. So what ends up happening is a tighter print run control, less boxes being available, not to mention the cash crunch that faced so many stores and drove so many stores out of business. Survival of the fittest took over, and stores are very tight and very careful about allocation numbers because they know they don't want to get caught with these products on their store shelves about 3 months afterwards. They know how it dries up. I have lots of data to back up how you see stores that are larger and carry a lot of product. So now where does that leave us? Well, first we got to take a look at Duskmourn pricing. We're going to look at some of the products here, and I'm going to give you a little bit of a cross analysis of what's going on inside these products because we are still seeing price increases. So let's take a look at Duskmourn. Take a look at this first one. So the first product I'm going to share with you all is going to be a collector box from Duskmourn, and it's taken from Amazon.com. This product here says $279.99. You can see, look, it was more expensive. We gave you a 14% discount, okay? So that's where this product falls right now. This is where we're at, okay? This is if you pre-ordered right now, this is what you would pay for those 12 booster packs. Now, if we go and look at the play booster boxes, those are $174.99. Now, we've seen a couple of spoilers. We know very little about the set other than the little bit of a story that's now starting to drop. And by the way, much better written than some of the other stuff I've seen. Definitely gives a bit of a horror feel to it. And I know a lot of players are now, the buzz is starting to go, okay? So this is a play booster box of 36 packs, okay? $174.99. Now, if we jump over and take a look at those collector boxes, which I've also added onto the page today, they are $189.20 if you bought all four. So where does this leave us? Where are we going with this conversation? Well, let's understand that right now, the pricing we are talking about is still pre-order pricing. If any hot cards get found out in this set, your LGS and everyone else, since there's no MSRP, is going to mark up the boxes. They've done it before, they're going to do it again if something amazing is found early. If some spoiler comes along, if something breaks the mold on any of these things, including commander decks, you are going to see that price shift very quickly. Especially things like we've noticed with Modern Horizons 3, the Eldrazi Incursion decks, certain ideas. seem to really fuel the player base, and those things get bought quickly, furiously, and that short supply causes a price spike. That's where it's at. It's the way it's going to stay, okay? Now, what happens, though, with a set like Duskmourn after it's released and out into the wild? 30 days out, 60 days out, 90 days out, the next set appears. That next set is right there on the horizon, which can be what? Foundations, right? So what are we looking at for pricing of older products? Well, take a look at this one because it might start to surprise you. Here is Murders at Karlov Manor. This is still from Amazon.com, $169.99. Look at that price difference, okay? Now, this can be found pretty much everywhere, and there's even lower boxes if you looked around, but to be fair, I'm just comparing Amazon.com. Now, if we jump over, this was the first Play Booster Box series. These boxes are $135, okay? Not $174, which is what we're seeing right now. They're $135. Guys, that's like a $40 difference in price, and these are all within the same fiscal year. So it gets a little bit crazy, right? And let's end things off by looking at the Commander decks. There's a $50 difference in those Commander decks. $50. So, we're looking at these products and we are seeing the results. The first Play Booster Box, you can see how the pricing is versus the newest product coming up. The drop-off in value is significant over the time frame we're talking about. In percentages, it's high enough to be concerned about any secondary market value or the gambler's premium of even trying to break even nowadays. But to be fair, let's take a look at one last drop of information. Let's take a look at the Outlaws of Thunder Junction, the one that kind of surprised people with maybe not the best theme, but some great mechanics. Is that enough to save this product? Take a look. Now, if you take a look at an Outlaw of Thunder Junction collector booster box display, $202. That's still a discount, isn't it? It's a good product, well received by the players, unlike Murders at Karlov Manor. But we are still seeing a price point that is less than the initial release. And don't forget, with the longer lifespan of these products, they are going to be in circulation longer. The value of any cards found will last longer, yet we still see a depreciation of price in the secondary market for sealed products after release. That means after Wizards of the Coast got their money and LGSs are stuck with it, this is where we're at. So, when you go ahead and take a look at the Play Booster Box, you'll notice here $143. Yep, that's $10 more than what we saw for Murders at Karlov Manor, but it's still $30 less than a new release product. And I know you're waiting to see those Commander decks. Well, don't worry. Here are your Commander decks. And as you can see, these were 180 something at release, and now they're 158, which is still a loss of $30 for all four. Guys, it may only be $7 or $8. We may be talking massive money. But the point is, it all points in the same direction of the depreciation of value. This is a collectible game. This is not Monopoly. Okay? Monopoly is $19.99 and it stays that way. Buying a new copy is $19.99. These products are not maintaining value. As soon as Wizards of the Coast releases them and is no longer responsible for the price that they requested from distribution and distribution from your local LGS, and again to us the consumer, you will see a massive price drop point. Everything falls off in any product that they put out. Now, there are stores who will hold their prices. I'm not going to say they're not. There are stores that will stick to their guns and say, nope, that's what I paid, that's what the product's going to stay at. I'm saying, as an overall whole, you will see a price drop across the board if you look around and decide to buy from somewhere else that is offering you that sale. It's not coming from Wizards of the Coast. It's not coming from distribution. It is coming from your LGS, but it is appearing. And there are players who are going to look for those deals and try to save that money because they're looking for the best value. And with a longer lifespan of the rotation of Standard, these cards are going to hold value longer, and there is a chance of a reversal. There is a chance that some cards are going to spike later on. Most of you guys probably noticed the Forge was going through the roof. The card's gone up like 300%. It didn't make one of my card spike videos, but I'm mentioning it here in this video because, yes, that is a card from what, Aftermath or whatever, or Phyrexia All Will Be One. But either way, it's spiked up because of the token creation. The fact it's really appearing strong in standard format means this is something you want to be aware of, that these cards, because of the synergy that can come 2 or 3 sets later in this longer lifespan, some of these boxes are probably being misappropriated in value. The prices are dropping, they could recover, but at the same time, there's still deals to be found whether or not they recover. Before you decide to go and buy Duskmourn at top dollar, at the height of the pre-order schedule, and yes, it could go even higher if some cards are found out, absolutely. But at the same time, regardless of the cards that are found in that product, it is going to fall in value. It is going to decrease and be found on discount from your LGS or another LGS somewhere down the line. It is the running theme. We've seen it with Brothers War. We've seen it with things like the Lost Caverns of Ixalan, the Wilds of Eldraine. It is everywhere still. Not en masse to something like Amazon, but the products are still being offered at discount. And there's even some big content creators out there who know about this. Don't mention it too much, but at the same time, it's out there, it's a known thing, and it's something to be aware of before you buy your pre-order. Because if you're willing to wait like 90 days, you can get them on discount, still enjoy the same experience. And any individual cards you need, you can hit up by buying them on the singles market for any deck creation ideas you need for Commander, Pauper, Pioneer, Standard, Modern. Buy the singles, and then enjoy the product as a sealed whole at some point down the line when you can save a massive chunk of money. And then the money you've saved could be used toward the singles, and you still get the sealed product later. There's a lot to hash out with how Wizards of the Coast is promoting their products, and the fact they have no hand in it after the fact, and they basically drop it off unless there's a massive need for a reprint, means that it's going to stay this way for a while. Remember, they're getting paid. It's the after effect market of your local LGS and individuals who buy the boxes and hold en masse that are the ones who take all the risks and assume all the liability for the products. Either way, I wanted to get this information out there. I want you guys to be aware and see if you are spending your money in the most wise way for your particular budget. Because some people have no problem affording these products. Other people saving 30, 40 bucks on a box, US, is huge. And you can move that into other things. Either way, I want to know what you guys think. I want you to slam down some comments, and I, of course, look forward to reading these every single day. If you're new to the channel and you decide to subscribe, that's awesome. Welcome aboard, and thanks for supporting my channel. You want to be on my Patreon? You want to join my YouTube membership channel? There might be some slots open. You'll have to take a look. Thanks again, guys, for hanging out with the Moxman. I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Alright guys, here we are at the end of the credits. These are the patrons, the ones who make it happen each and every day. Because of these patrons, daily uploaded content goes out to YouTube every single day of the week. For these supporters to be here every single day is a commitment, and I want to meet that commitment head on by giving you guys the best quality content I can each and every day. I'll see you guys soon. Have a great day. Now let's take for a moment and say happy days, ramble jamble, ramble! Jibble! And all that good stuff. If you look at saving even 30 bucks a box, 30 to 60 days, 30, 60, 90? 90 days out. 120 days out. I don't care. The time frame is less than 4 months though, when these prices start to adjust. Because product has to be moved. And if I can save 30, 40 bucks and move that and flip that into another product and say, oh, I want to buy 4 boxes, I basically get one free, that is a good deal. I want to save that 40 bucks because I was going to buy a box anyway. Let's just assume I'm buying boxes for the sake of this conversation. I save 40 bucks 4 times. That's a living plane from Legends. 40, 60, 120, 160, right? 160 bucks. US, I can buy a living plane, a reserve list card that's like brutal. You can take that 160 bucks and over the course of a year, that's enough to buy a plateau. Right, RT? Plateau. There are options available when you save that kind of money. That is buying a bank stock 4 times in a year, in a month, in whatever your budget is. It is money that you're giving to them for the advancement of being able to get the product on release day. It's like a surtax on the product. Bloomburrow was the exception, not the rule. I paid full price. I supported my LGS, felt good about it. Couldn't wait to open that box with you guys. To open and play with my friends. But It was a one-off. Out of the last couple of years, it's the only product I bought to open for myself. So how many other people feel the exact same way? Where is it going in the storyline when you can save that kind of money? And how do you feel knowing you can save that money? You might say 30, 40 bucks is nothing to me. 30, 40 bucks could put food on the table at my house. It matters to me and my family. It matters every single day, every penny I can bring in. And if I can save a little bit of extra cash, that's even better. Anyway, I can't wait to see what you guys think. Have a great day. Thanks for stopping by. Ramble Jamble! And I'll see you guys soon. Yeah.